Hi, my name is Dan, and this is my channel, Engelgeist. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. For those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Please have a look around. There's some neat stuff that you can watch. I try and produce fun content that people can use to help better themselves or, achieve their highest good. So please have a look around. Leave me any comments, any questions, or ideas. If things you'd like to see, feel free to make suggestions. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning back in. I really appreciate it. You guys are what make this channel special. So thank you for that. And a special shout out and thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. Those of you that subscribe at the Patreon page, you guys are a huge help, not only financially, but also just support-wise. I appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you that want to support the channel, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I do go live. Please share out the videos if you get anything from them or enjoy them. Share them to your Facebook pages or your social media and get them out there. Help me get the word out there. To your Instagram. You can also follow me on Instagram at Engelgeist333. I'm not really good at Instagram. That's why I need you guys to share this stuff out. Because I'm an old lady. No, I don't know. Social media is not really I'm not so great at social media, but I try and post fun stuff over at Instagram. You can also like my business page on Facebook and follow me there. Anytime you want to message me directly, please feel free to do so at the business page on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook account, you can also direct message me at Instagram. I am available for private readings, and I can answer any questions you may have about this. This is a broad spectrum forecast for the energy of the greater collective for Tuesday the 18th of February. If this shows up in your feed or on your computer or whatever, and it's not Tuesday the 18th, that doesn't necessarily matter. This message may be for you at the time that it's coming up, so please feel free to watch it. And beyond that, let's see what's going on. So we had those two Tower cards from yesterday, which from yesterday's forecast, which were playing out. It just kind of blew me away. So I'm kind of interested to see where this week is heading, because we had a really beautiful Sunday forecast. So let's see what the card is. Beautiful. So we have the Ace of Swords. This is all about clarity of thought. We saw this card a lot in, I want to say, the end of January. This card kept showing up and showing up and showing up. So it's back. He's like, hey bitches. Ace of Swords is always about inspired thought, about sort of, new thinking, kind of getting a mastery over our thoughts, really sort of controlling and holding our thoughts with the sort of reverence and respect that they deserve. Understanding that when we wield them, they have power. Our thoughts have power. They create energy. They create movement. They create change in our lives, whether we believe it or not. So whatever we choose to sort of think about is what we're sort of like leading with. This Ace of Swords to me is always an affirmative yes sort of a card, or a positive sort of a card, but it deals with the element of air and that of the mind, the intellect. So I would say going today through Tuesday, I would be thinking about, what are we thinking about? Are our thoughts clear? Are we being kind to ourselves? Are we being kind to those around us with our thoughts? I love in this card how he's holding this sword with, not on the hilt, as if it were a weapon, brandishing it, but he's holding it over the blade, where it's sort of, it's a vulnerable situation where it could cause him harm, but he's not afraid of it, right? He has complete and total control over this beautiful sword that is like essentially our thoughts. And as we watch, like, he holds it in such a way that it's centered and grounded, but also it's sort of clearing away the doubt or the clouds. We have this crown up here, which represents, to me, in my mind, the crown chakra, which would be knowing, right? Our knowing, our claircognizance, right? Trusting what we know to be true, following our knowing and allowing our thoughts to follow suit, realizing the power and the sort of the strength that they can have, the creation that they can, create, basically, you know? Sorry, that was kind of a dumb statement, but the power that they have to create and being aware of that and using them wisely, right? There's a wisdom to this card, I feel like. It's like we're empowered. We're taking control of what we choose to focus on and how we choose to focus on it, and utilizing that to sort of make clear decisions about whatever it may be that we're dealing with. With those two Tower cards, some of us might be dealing with the fallout in some pretty heavy-duty situations. We also have a Mercury retrograde going on right now, so we want to, you know, this Ace of Swords would be very nice to have right now during this Mercury retrograde, especially after the two Tower cards that we saw, because we want to be as clear in mind as possible so that that can help our communication, because there will be, you know, potential opportunities for miscommunication during the Mercury retrograde period. So this is about clean, new, inspired thought, and really owning it, you know? Thinking about things in a creative way that we maybe didn't necessarily see before, being inspired by that, and moving forward, like, from a position of being empowered by our thoughts versus victim to them. If that makes sense. Let's see what the Work Your Life card has to say. So we have Priestess. We've seen her before. She says, how are you being called to step up and lead? Now, when I think about that idea and I look at this Ace of Swords, mentally we are going to get called this week. You know, this day, even this Tuesday. And we had that King of Cups, which is that sort of emotional energy, that mastery of our emotions. This Ace of Swords says that we can get creative with our thoughts and start to, you know, allow our emotions to be our guide, and allow our thoughts to sort of be also, you know, a guide, or almost like a divining rod, right? Where we can utilize our thoughts to sort of answer the call of the Priestess and step up to who we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to be, and really, you know, take it. What's the middle card for the week? Let me see, 1 second. Oh, it was the Artist. The midweek card was the Artist. So with this Priestess energy, this is about stepping into our own creative thoughts so that we can start that energy of the Artist that we had in the midweek. That Major Arcana card of the Artist, which was about sort of like, you know, creating our space, where we want to be in the world, how we want to be in the world, how we want our world to look, and really manifesting that, right? So this Ace of Swords says to me, if we've got that King of Cups emotional good feeling energy going and that mastery of that, now it's time to master our thoughts, bring in this energy of the Priestess, and allow our calling to sort of come forward. Allow it to sort of show itself to us and move forward. The grounding stone is on Tiger's Eye. I don't think we've ever seen this grounding stone as of yet. This is faith. So what a beautiful grounding stone to have for this day. Have faith in the power of your own mind. Have the faith in the strength of it. Have faith in the creation and the ability it has to create. Have faith in the fact that you can master your own thoughts and emotions, right? You can choose what feels good, what feels right, what you want to focus on, what you want to give your attention to. You can choose to sort of have faith in how you're being called or where you're being called, and seeing that through and going after it. You know, grounding in that faith that you will be all right no matter what, even after whatever these tower situations were that we've maybe had to deal with. I certainly have had mine today, let me tell you that. I'm just going to say, like, I'm sorry, big pause there. I was just thinking about something. Be clear in your mind, be decisive in your thoughts, be kind to yourself, answer the calling, treat yourself like the Priestess that you are, have faith in all of this as you move forward throughout the day. Remember, things might be a little bit wonky, but you've got this, you can handle it. That's definitely the Ace of Swords right there. And you have to emotionally feel that way. You have to feel like that King of Cups card. And from that feeling, you can start to clear up the mind and really start to create from a place of faith. Yesterday was gratitude, today is faith. I like these grounding stones. They're really bringing home a nice feel this week. All right, you guys, that's your forecast. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.